delivers fresh aromatic coffee by grinding beans just before brewing. With customizable grind settings, it suits espresso, drip, or French press methods. Compact and efficient, it ensures maximum flavor, making it a must-have tool for every coffee enthusiast at home. In this video, we're going to show you top 10 best coffee grinders 2025. I am trying to list those based on price, quality, and more. Subscribe now, hit that bell, and never miss a product's review.
Number 10. Breville BCG A20 BSS. If you really like to fine-tune your grind and dosing, the Breville Smart Grinder Pro has enough tools to satisfy your love of detail. You can choose from 60 grind size settings, and when it comes to dosing, you can set your grind time in increments of 0.2 seconds, or simply choose your number of cups. The grinder comes with portafilter attachments in 2 sizes, reducing mess for those with home espresso machines, and is also designed to accommodate paper filters for drip coffee makers. A large digital display makes the settings easy to understand at a glance. The machine is full of other thoughtful design flourishes. Both the top burr and the bean hopper include well-labeled locking mechanisms that ensure the machine won't run unless it's properly set up. The lid on the hopper has a pull ring to make it easy to remove, as does the electrical plug. The grind collection cup includes a screw-on lid with a rubber stopper for airtight storage in case you have leftovers. Number 9. Mr. Coffee ITS 77-RB. The Mr. Coffee is designed to solve some of the problems associated with blade grinders. It has settings for fine, medium, and coarse grinds, and also has settings for 4 to 12 cups. The grinding cup is removable for thorough cleaning either by hand or in the dishwasher. However, all this complicates a relatively simple appliance. The Mr. Coffee doesn't remember your previous settings, so each time you use it, you have to select the settings you want. The settings themselves are not at eye level nor easy to see. Although the machine determines the grinding time, you still need to push down the lid until it stops. And before pushing, you have to carefully align the bowl with the base and press in a small and specific place. This led us to a few false starts. On the positive side, the bowl has a spout to facilitate pouring. When it comes to doing its job, the Mr. Coffee grinds evenly, but it doesn't grind very finely on the fine setting, so this is probably not a good choice for espresso lovers. Number 8. Fellow 840-2288-04147. Another one of Fellow's sleek and high-end grinders, the Opus features a conical burr grinder that boasts up to 41 grind settings, including ultra-fine espresso. This grinder impressed us during testing, producing everything from soft, fine espresso to extra coarse cold brew. It also comes with a portafilter dosing cup to make transfers from the grinder to your espresso machine's portafilter a breeze. However, we did notice that this machine made a substantial mess during testing. There's no knock knob built into this machine to clear out residual grounds, so leftovers often spilled out after grinding was complete, resulting in inaccurate dosages and wasted coffee. Number 7. Hamilton Beach 80335R. The Hamilton Beach Fresh Grind is a simple blade grinder. It's not particularly elegant in design, but it's compact and has an innovative mechanism for storing the cord neatly in the base. It's a dependable gadget that will grind coffee beans evenly, but you can only grind 6 tablespoons of coffee at once. For an inexpensive price, you get 2 appliances in one, as it's also a spice grinder. In between uses, the chamber can be removed for thorough cleaning, and can even be popped in the dishwasher so you don't have to worry that your coffee will have a hint of Szechuan pepper or your twice-cooked pork will taste like coffee. Number 6. The Braun KG7070. The Braun is nicely designed. Select the number of cups to brew in one of the 9 settings, then press start and the machine will automatically grind the beans. The problem is that the amount of coffee it grinds per cup may not be to your liking and varies according to the settings, so that as you increase the number of cups, it decreases the amount of ground coffee per cup. You're better off just loading it up with the amount of beans you want to grind and keep grinding until it's all processed. Also of note, on the fine setting, you don't get the powdery texture that's required for espresso. Also, be careful removing the cup and the lid. The coffee clings to the plastic, causing a bit of a mess. Fortunately, the cup and the hopper lid can be tossed in the dishwasher for easy cleaning. We like that the Braun is fairly compact, includes a cord storage, and has a place in its back to hang the cleaning brush that's included with the grinder. Number 5. Fellow Ode Gen 2. The second generation of the Fellow Ode builds off of the capabilities of its predecessor with a few upgrades. This model works with 2 64mm professional-grade flat burrs, which boast 2-stage grinding geometry that's meant to upgrade the consistency and flavor of each grind. It also promises quieter grinding and less residual mess thanks to new anti-static technology. While we found that the Fellow Ode Gen 2 excelled at grinding beans with precise consistency during our tests, we didn't love the design of the catch, which made pouring grounds difficult. And although it's pricey, this model doesn't include an espresso grinder setting, so mocha pot and espresso machine loyalists should likely look elsewhere. Number 4, the Cuisinart DBM-T10P1. The Cuisinart touchscreen is a sleek device. On the panel, you can select from 18 different grind settings and the number of cups you want to brew, and it will display how long grinding will take. When not using the grinder, the screen goes to sleep to reduce visual clutter in your kitchen. To wake it up, just touch it. But we found it gives far less ground coffee than we prefer, about 1 tablespoon per cup at the 2-cup setting and 8 tablespoons at the 12-cup setting. We suggest using the manual button instead. Load up the hopper with the amount of beans you want to use and then press manual until all the beans are ground. The device includes a tool with a brush on one end and a scoop on the other. Both the cup and hopper lid are dishwasher safe. Number 3, Krups 20342. Although blade grinders get a bad rap, we found these grinders don't overheat the beans or give uneven results. Rather, the biggest drawback is that they don't hold enough coffee for a full-bodied 12-cup pot. The Krups Fast Touch electric coffee and spice grinder can only process up to about 12 tablespoons of beans, which yields an equivalent amount of ground coffee. If that's enough for you and you're not looking to spend a lot, this affordable budget model just might be the perfect choice. The Krups operates by pushing down a button on the lid. The longer you depress it, the finer the grind. It only takes between 5 to 20 seconds to process the beans, so it's important to keep an eye on it and stop the process when the ground coffee is to your liking. After grinding, the oval shape of the grinder makes it easy to pour the ground coffee into a filter. The Krups produces a ton of static cling, so to prevent coffee grounds from spilling everywhere after opening, you'll have to tap the lid or bang the grinder on the counter. If using the ultra-fine setting, you'll have to use your finger or a small brush to remove the particles that tend to cake on the bottom of the bowl. One feature of this grinder is that it doubles as a spice grinder. Number 2, KitchenAid KCG8433ER. Regardless of where you're at in your coffee grinding journey, the KitchenAid coffee grinder can help you get the best results. This incredibly intuitive grinder doesn't require any bean weighing. Simply program the grind size, which can be determined by using the helpful checkpoints like cold brew and French press, and number of cups or shots you're brewing. The machine will automatically program a suggested grind time, and all you have to do is press start. Of course, there's always nuance when it comes to coffee strength preferences, so if you find that the pre-programmed settings aren't suited to your liking, you can always adjust them. But the machine provides a great starting point, especially for beginners. We also love how little static cling we experienced with the KitchenAid grinder, and the fact that there was very little mess left behind after each grind session. Not only does this mean easier cleanup, but fewer beans wasted. Number 1, OXO 871000. The OXO Brew Conical Burr Grinder has 5 grind settings that produce a nice range from fine for espresso to coarse for French press. There's no cup setting, which we don't think you need. There's also a timer rather than a continuous on button. While the OXO can hold 3/4 pound of beans, we always recommend measuring your beans and placing them in the hopper before grinding. That way you don't have to either grind a second batch or find yourself with leftover ground coffee. The stainless steel ground container resists static cling, so it doesn't strew grounds when you open the lid. We also found virtually no ground coffee accumulated in the chute. With a height of about 13 inches, the OXO takes up more space than many other grinders, but will easily fit under a cabinet. A coffee scoop and an exceptionally thorough and easy to read instruction manual come with the machine.